right, well, thanks for getting together. The reason that we're doing this videotape is to talk a little bit about the climate survey that's going to be coming out and try to alleviate some of the campus concerns around taking the survey.
So MB, what is the survey all about?
The survey has really three different intentions. We want to identify what the current climate or feeling is on campus with faculty and staff. We also want to find out what experience students are having on campus, and we want to know different student groups, actually, different populations, and what their experience at GRCC is like.
Basically, it's like different people from different backgrounds of all types of cultures and stuff like that, right?
Exactly. You know, we want to have a very inclusive campus, but until we ask those hard questions, we just can't find out how we're doing.
Will they know who I am when we fill those surveys out?
You know what, they won't. And we're actually having this done by a third party. Rankin and Associates is actually administering the survey and collecting the data. And so there will not be any way for them to identify who you are and that Bob filled out this survey.
Okay.
So it's nice that way.
That's good, so we can be totally honest and
Absolutely.
put all our cards on the table. And
we want you to be completely honest. That's the only way we're going to really be able to address any issues that might be on campus.
I think that's a great idea because sometimes people get so afraid to put down certain information because they feel like it's going to get out there and then they don't want to really honestly tell how they truly feel.
So once the survey comes out, what does it entail? How long does it take?
It's not bad. It's all online, and it probably takes 20 to 30 minutes to complete, so pretty straightforward.
Good.
We're doing this so that we can make change. We're not surveying for the sake of surveying. We do want change, and we need to know the information so we know what to change.
The reason why I think students might be a little bit kind of shaky about doing a survey is because sometimes they feel like their information will get out there and people like their professors or other faculty members will find out how they really feel about this certain situation or how they feel about not necessarily scared, but kind of like they don't.
Apprehensive.
Yes, they don't want that information out there. So.
Right. And that's a legitimate concern. I can't emphasize enough that this will be anonymous and confidential, and that those concerns are actually all going to be tallied again by this third party. So staff don't have to worry about being personally identified either.
That way they will be able to just fill it out and feel just free to just, like I said before, tell truly how they really feel about, the climate of the college, because that's very important.
Once the faculty and students and staff fill this out, then I presume there's an action plan to try to resolve some of the concerns that maybe the faculty have or maybe the students have. And is there a timeline to try to resolve some of those issues?
I mean, I definitely think we'll see trends. And in working with Rankin and Associates, our diversity team, our climate study team is going to be working closely with her, and she'll be putting forth, here's what she sees and potential recommendations. But then we're also going to look at that and say, okay, how do we make that specific to GRCC? And we will be very transparent about changes and that are as a result of the survey and what the survey has been telling us, because we do want that transparency.
Good, because I know personally when I fill out surveys and see results, sometimes I don't see the results of the survey, but there's no action plan to follow up with that survey to try to make it better.
And that's been a #1 concern of the team. If we do a survey, if we're going to ask the questions, we have to act. Jonathan, part of the information that we're looking at from students is to make sure that every student feels included on campus and can see themselves here.
What voices are you looking to hear from as far as different backgrounds and cultures and ethnicities?
We want to hear from everybody. We want to hear from different religious backgrounds if you feel included on campus. We want to hear from different race or ethnicity, how you feel on campus. We want to know students with different sexual orientation. This is a diverse campus, and we want to make sure we're hearing from everybody.
I think that's very important because everybody's voice needs to be heard.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. I do feel it's important for faculty to fill out the survey to improve the climate at the college. And if we can invest 30 minutes of our time taking the survey and the results are a better life for students, faculty and staff and administration, then it's worth the 30 minutes to me.
I feel the same way too. I just feel like if we get more involvement from students, faculty, I mean everybody on campus, it'll be a better place to learn, which is already a good place to learn, but it can be even better. And if they listen to people's voice be heard and let people say how they really feel and they're not scared to express their true feelings, then we can take this to the next level. I mean,
I really want staff to fill this out. I hope this doesn't become an email that they just delete. Take the time to fill out the survey because we need to hear from all of you.
What if anybody has any questions about the survey? Who should they contact?
You know, if people have questions, they can talk to Eric Williams, and his extension is 3720, or they can send him an email if they have some concerns.